guys, thank you for joining me. My name is Saxon, and thank you for subscribing to this channel. Thank you for your support, guys. I really appreciate it. Today we're going to talk about something that is really interesting. Before we get into that, I have a question that I need to ask you guys. When you hear the word original, what comes to your mind? You know, be real. You know, what really comes to your mind when it says something like original or authentic? Oh, now I see you're thinking about your shoes, right? You're thinking about your clothes. You're thinking about your gadgets, right? Interesting. But has it ever struck your mind to think about the original you? It hasn't, right? So that's what we're going to talk about today. I want to take you through what I really believe in and what I think, and I hope you guys are going to learn a thing or two. If you have a different opinion, it's okay. You can leave a comment right below. We can talk about it, but the most important thing is we need to be original, right? All right, so let's get into it. Today I want to talk about originality. We used to buy original shoes, we used to buy original clothes. We used to, to like original things, and so we tend to like, in life we normally talk about, is this original? We ask a lot of questions, about originality of something, simply because we want something authentic, right? In my hand, I'm holding a shoe. As you can see, this is a long shoe, man. This is a long shoe. All right, let me see. Let me see the label here. It says linen. Yeah, linen. This is a Chinese brand, okay? But it's original, right? That's what I like about this shoe. It's really authentic. It's a genuine. It's an original shoe, right? So we're talking about original, right? Being authentic. All right, let me look at this watch here. Yeah, I think this is authentic, right? It's original. So I'm having an original shoe, an original watch. Do you guys like somebody who's fake? Do you like somebody who's fake? Let's be honest. Do you like somebody who's fake? Obviously not, right? So we need to look at our lives and think about our lives and think about the way we act, around people. Are we trying to be somebody else, or are we trying to be ourselves? Nobody can beat you at being you. That's the point that I'm trying to put across. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody can beat you at being you. You are the best version of yourself. You are the original. You are the authentic. So don't try and act like somebody else. Don't try and be like somebody else. Try and be yourself. Do you really know who you are? A lot of people do not know who they are, honestly. You should ask yourself, who am I? You should really take time and sit down and think about what I'm talking about here. Think about yourself. Who are you? Are you doing your best? Do you think you're being original? Do you think you're being authentic to yourself? I know inside you there is a lot of talent. There is potential inside you. But we will never realize the potential until you become yourself. Until you decide to say, I'm going to be myself. I'm not saying be mean to others. I'm not saying be inconsiderate to other people's feelings. You should have empathy for others, obviously. That's not a question. But you should be the best version of yourself. Are you being the best version of yourself? What have you done to be yourself? What are you trying to do to be yourself? What do you know about yourself? A lot of people do not know. They study other people, but they do not take time to study themselves. What makes you happy? What makes you sad? What makes you angry? What makes you feel relaxed? Think about these things. And think about these things carefully, because that's you. We are losing a lot of potential on a daily basis because some people are always fighting to be others. They are not trying to be themselves. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about you being the best version of yourself. Try and be you for a day, just for a day, and try it tomorrow, and try it the next day, and try it the next day, and develop yourself and be the best version of yourself. That's what I'm talking about. Being authentic. Don't just think of authenticity in terms of watches, in terms of shoes, in terms of clothes, but think of authenticity in terms of yourself. The way you think, are you authentic to yourself? We need to serve the talent that we have to the world, but we can only do that when we are original, when we are authentic to ourselves. Okay? This is really, really, really important. You should be authentic here. You understand what I'm saying? So, what I'm encouraging you guys is try and find yourself first. Before you get into a crowd, try and find yourself first. Try and understand who you are. Try and understand what you like. Try and understand what you don't like. Try and understand, what you really enjoy, man. How do you act when people are not around? That's the real you. So we must try and find ourselves. The moment we find ourselves, it's going to help us. You understand what I'm saying? It's not only going to help ourselves, it's also going to help other people, because you tend to reflect the real you, or the real self. Okay? You tend to reflect your real self, and then it's going to complement what others have or what others do. Because honestly, when I try and imitate somebody else, here is the thing: they are original and I'm not, right? And so when I try to imitate them, I'm not going to do my best, because I'm always trying to be somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm always best at being myself. You should find yourself, alright? So before we even go to clothes, before we even go to cars or gadgets or whatever, and ask about originality, we should first ask ourselves, are we original ourselves? That's a question that I leave with you guys. You need to ask if you are being original in your life. If you're not, why are you not being original? Why are you not being yourself? Nobody can beat you at being yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Alright, so the purpose why people are different is so that we complement each other. You understand what I'm saying? Because when two people are the same, one of them is not useful. You should understand that. We see it in music. We see it, in other aspects of life. Like if somebody tries to be somebody else, they're not original, man. We won't buy that thing. You understand what I'm saying? So let's try and be original. Let's try and be ourselves and see what happens in life. Explore yourself, because we're missing you, man. We're missing you. We don't know who you are. You understand what I'm saying? Because we see in you somebody else. We don't see the real you. So we're waiting for you to show up in your life. So the moment you show up, everything else is going to change. You're going to make your contribution into this world. You understand what I'm saying? So the purpose of this discussion is to encourage you to look at yourself, think about yourself, and think about being original, and apply your originality into your everyday life. Alright, so I really want to thank you guys. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your support. And don't forget to subscribe. Press the subscribe button right below, and I hope to see you in our next videos. Alright, I'm out. Thank you. Bye bye.